Hey y'all, happy Saturday. Oven's hot. Okay, I'm going to change things up a little bit and go way out on a limb here. I'm definitely not in my comfort zone. Look, I have a cookbook. Yeah, this is actually a cookbook. What I'm going to do, I'm going to do a series of recipes. And I'm going to do 6 videos, and following the recipe as closely as I can. And in the 7th video, I will show you and tell you about all the cookbooks that I used, because I got tons of cookbooks in the house. What we're doing here is, I'm going to pick a cookbook, give it to Terry, tell her to pick 3 recipes. And then I'm going to pick the one that I want to do. And so I started with this book here today, and that's what we're going to do. Now, I'll read you the instructions here. Company beef roast. I need a 3-pound beef shoulder roast. Well, I don't have a shoulder roast. I got a rump, because I couldn't find a shoulder roast today. And this is just shy of 3 pounds. And then I need a can of cream of mushroom soup, and a half a can of soup can of water. And then I need a half a soup can of sangria or red cooking wine. Well, I don't buy red cooking wine. I don't buy any cooking wine. So I got some real, look, it says real sangria. Now I don't know how that fruity flavor is going to taste on that beef, but we're going to give it a shot. And then I need, it says you can use a teaspoon of or a tablespoon of browning sauce, which is like kitchen bouquet. I don't use that stuff, so I'm not going to do that. And an envelope of dry onion soup mix, Lipton. And I got that here. Now, since I'm not using a browning sauce, which I never use anyway, this doesn't say to brown this meat, but I'm going to sear it off. That's going to be the one change in here I'm going to do. So that's the ingredients you need, and it says place roast in oven-proof pot with lid, combine mushroom soup, water and wine, sprinkle meat with soup mix, pour wine mix over meat and pot, cover tightly, bake at 350 for 2 hours or until tender. So that's all the stuff that's needed here. So.
And what's the recipe called?
Company beef roast. So, let me get my pan hot. I got my oven hot. Let me get my pan hot, throw this meat here and sear it, and I'll come back and mix all this junk together. Be back in a few. Okay, I think my oil's hot. I'm going to throw this beef in there. Let that sear up. Okay, I got my soup in a bowl, and here's a half a can of water. Oh shit, should have did this off camera. Okay, pause, I gotta go get a vice grips. Okay, I finally got her open. Whew. Half a can of sangria. I'm not sure about this. We'll see. Terry said, go ahead and get the sangria, that way I can drink it. I guess.
Oh. It's just a red wine.
I don't know. Got pictures of fruit and stuff on there.
Well, what do you make wine out of, you dumbass?
Not orange. The only sangria I know is like that bathtub stuff. You pour wine in the bathtub and fill it full of cut up oranges and apples and stuff. bananas and pineapples. And have that during hurricanes. Okay, let the meat sear, and when I get the rest of this stuff ready, we'll be back. Okay, so I got my meat seared. Now I gotta sprinkle this instant soup stuff on it. Which I'm not sure I understand why that, because I gotta pour that liquid on top of that. So anyways, and yes, this is the first time in my life I've ever used this stuff. Ever. I've never used this stuff in my life. But don't that a funky color though? Now I know why you need the kitchen bouquet. Now you're gonna pour this on top of the meat. Now it says in the oven for 2 hours or until tender. So we'll see. I don't think my oven gets as hot as it should. So I've got my oven set at 360 right now instead of 350. And we'll see what happens. So we're going in the oven. Not going to open it for 2 hours. We'll be back at 5:30. I'll give it 2 hours and 8 minutes. Be back at 5:30. Okay, this is what we got here. It's been just a little over 2 hours. And I think it's, I don't know, I used a rump instead of a shoulder, so I can understand the resistance. So I'm gonna live with that. I'm gonna take this out of here. I'm gonna put it on this plate, tin it in foil, let it set for about 10 minutes, and then we'll cut into it and see what we got.
I don't know, but it sure smells good.
The gravy turned out brown. It's a nice looking color on the gravy. And yeah, I was telling Terry a while ago, I was like, I don't think I've ever made a roast in the house before that made the kitchen smell as good as this. This just smelled amazing today, all the last 2 hours while it was cooking. So we'll let it set for 10 or 12 minutes, then we'll come back and slice into it, and then we'll taste that in the sauce and see what we think. So we'll be back in a few. Okay, I got a couple pieces of this sliced up and cut up. We're going to try it and let you know what we think. So the gravy don't look bad.
Oh my God, that's good. I don't know what you're eating, that's mine. That's good.
I had a big piece. Okay, like Charlie says, this is friggin' incredible. A shoulder roast would have worked better. I can see that.
But oh my God, the flavor.
I'm surprised. The flavor that this gave it is not what I expected at all. There's some great flavor in there though, man. It's an awesome flavor. Mm-hmm. And Terry asked me what I was going to have with this tonight, and I said, I don't know, I figured just slice it up and make sandwiches, because I didn't know what this was going to taste like.
It needs mashed potatoes and peas with it.
Mashed potatoes would work. You could put this on rice. This would make it a great open-faced roast beef sandwich.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Now I got a question. Could you put like double the sauce at the...
Get more gravy, yeah.
Yeah.
You could do that. But yeah, it didn't make a lot of gravy. But hey, I didn't use any spices tonight. I used prepackaged junk. I actually almost followed a recipe.
Only thing different you did was brown meat.
And used a different cut of meat.
Well, yeah, that's all you could get.
But, okay, so from the experience tonight with this cook, I think I'm going to like this series of recipes I'm going to do.
Following recipes?
Yeah, following recipes.
63 years old and he used a recipe. Woohoo!
You would not believe the flavor of this though, man. This gravy is just awesome. And it's a rump roast, so it's a little dry, but
it's yummy. Oh my God, it's good.
this is really good, man. So, I'm gonna go let Terry research another cookbook. I done dug her one out. We'll find a recipe for tomorrow.
So did I pick a good one today?
Yeah, I was surprised at this. I really didn't know. I don't drink this stuff. And so, I don't know. I was surprised. This is totally not the flavor I expected from this. I'll have to give this a A plus 10 stars. This rocks. This is really good. So that's what we did tonight. We're gonna go get us a piece of bread and chunks of meat and gravy on there or something. Y'all have a good one, and we'll be back next time. Let me tell you something. This is friggin' awesome. This is really good. You need to make this. Get you a shoulder roast if you can. If not, get whatever. I'll put the recipe, for once in my life, I'll put the recipe in the description box for this video. Because this is amazing. Y'all have a good one. We're out of here.